Carefree, wherever you may be. We are the famous CFC. We don't give a fuck. Wherever you and me, we are the famous CFC. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Guys, the first time I heard that song live when Chelsea came to US many, many years ago, my boy was barely 10 years old at the time, and I mean, I had to I had to cover his ears. I had to cover his ears. But, but y'all already know this is Chelsea FC. This is your Chelsea Godfather, and I'm still buzzing. I'm still buzzing from last night. From last night's uh I don't know what to call it. Battle of the Alamo. Backs to the wall. Our boys held firm. We needed to win a minimum of two goal margin, and we did exactly all we needed to do. Classic Chelsea, vintage Chelsea performance. 2-0 last night over Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund FC, who at the time was the most informed club in Europe with a 10-game winning streak. Chelsea FC, we halted that winning streak. We buried that winning streak at the bridge. And as far as we Chelsea fans are concerned, from right now, it's about onwards and upwards. Guys, let me just do a quick rundown on the players and how they performed yesterday. Before I move on with that, I would just go ahead and hands up and give credit, kudos to Graham, Potter. I mean, the man has been under so much pressure, so much fire. There has been so much fire that's been lit under his butt, and he's hung in there. And guys, that's what we want to see as Chelsea fans. We want to see how you react under fire, right? We want to see that fire, coming right out of you when you're under pressure. And you all saw that, last night. You saw, Graham Potter just, getting the fans riled up. You saw Potter hugging players, dancing with players after the game. That's what we want to see. Now we know that Potter has some fire in his belly. As I mentioned, Chelsea FC, we may be in 10th place in the league, but it's a long, long way from Brighton. And Graham Potter, hopefully last night, now he knows that he can just wipe away the Brighton memories, blow that bridge up, and know that you're at Chelsea FC. This is a club where we got to make things happen by fire or by force. We have to make things happen by fire or by force. So that's what we've known for the last 20 years, and we're not trying to give up our 20 years of memories and start taking 2 or 3 steps back into Spursy land. So listen, guys, let me go do a quick rundown. Ratings, my own, ratings of the game. Kepa, guys, Kepa, I don't know what to say about Kepa. Hats off to Kepa. He had that brilliant save off of the free kick in the first half, and then he also had another a wonderful save where he had a dive and literally was a nice fairly low, not too low, but it was a really nice strike, and he got his big strong arm out there, and deflected the ball wide. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Kepa a 7.5. Um, Fofana, you guys saw, you all already know, Wesley. He's got pace, he's got power. He can jump, he can jump from here to the moon. I mean, the boy is athletic. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give Wesley a 7. No, scratch that. Wesley also gets a 7.5. He was gritty. He was getting people's faces. He was pulling on shirts. That's what we want to see. Uh, Koulibaly. This is a man that has been under so much pressure. He came in. He put that big phone call through to our big man JT and asked him, please, can I wear that number 26 shirt? And JT blessed him. Said, listen, you're gonna be fine. Go ahead and wear that shirt. Do not be afraid. Well, what happened was Koulibaly wore the shirt earlier on, and he was playing like he was afraid. He was afraid. I don't know because this is not, he wasn't playing like Koulibaly from, Napoli or Koulibaly, captain of, um, Senegal. So, I was, scratching my head and wondering what had happened to Koulibaly. Well, over the last 3 or 4 games, Koulibaly has been going from strength to strength. And finally, last night, you all saw what Cooley is all about. I was loving. Nothing got by Koulibaly. He was everywhere. Koulibaly was everywhere. He was flying around. He was winning headers. He was pressing guys. He was marking, fouling, whatever he had to do to make sure that we kept that clean sheet, that we needed to keep the clean sheet to give ourselves the best chance to win and qualify. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna also give Cooley a 7.5. I guess y'all see where this is going. At the other center, the Fender was Mark Cucurella. Guys, that was a head scratcher. When I looked at the lineup, and y'all can see that in my own predicted lineup based on my pregame, I had every single player. I had picked every single player right except Cucurella. I didn't see that coming. In fact, no Chelsea fan saw that coming. I had Ruben Loftus-Cheek playing and not Cucurella. So, but kudos to Cucurella for stepping up. The man has been literally out of the team. I wouldn't say he's not even on the bench. And even on the bench, he's been out of the bench. Definitely not even playing. And then he comes from nowhere. Then boom, they give him that big shirt to start, and he started, and he was balling. He was balling all night, pressing, sharp. Zipping balls, zipping passes to Chilwell. It was just lovely, guys. It was some lovely stuff. It was some lovely stuff, and in fact, he was the official man of the match, right? The Champions League folks uh, gave him the man of the match award for last night's game. So hats off to Cucurella. Left wing back Chilwell. You guys saw him. You all listen. You all know our wing backs are on point. Both I'm gonna just go ahead and do Chilwell and James at the same time. Our wing backs are on point. Chilwell was just going up and down. You all could tell that James, kind of played, a little bit under the normal James level. But James at any level is good enough, But both James and Chilwell gave them problems, gave them fits. You feel me? So, Cucurella. Sorry, I gave Cucurella an 8. Chilwell and James. I'm gonna go ahead and just give them 7 each. Only because I know what these guys are capable of. But we Chelsea fans know that both of our wing backs have been out. They've been injured a lot this season, and so they're pretty much still. I mean, what you're seeing is not players that are in mid season form. These are players that are coming back from long spells of injury. So they're not quite there yet. But even at what we saw was more than enough to dispatch, Dortmund. So Chua and James get 7 each. Um, Enzo and Kova in the middle. They control things. I mean, Enzo, I would say Enzo was more or less, it was scrappy performance by Enzo. He's gonna have better days. He's gonna have better days where you're gonna see Enzo pinging passes uh, left and right from midfield. But this just wasn't that day. This was a day where it was an all hands on deck day. Just do what you gotta do. Don't lose the game. Don't give up anything. Just trust that the guys up front are just gonna find a way and make things happen. But in midfield, just win things. Don't let things get behind you, kind of day. And between Enzo and Kovac, we already know Kovac. Kovac is a winner. He's a European Cup winner. So we already know what he can do. And he did what what we he basically did the Kovacic thing in Europe. So I'm gonna go ahead, Kova and Enzo, for the simple fact that they're going against Dortmund. They're going against Jude Bellingham and Cole. I mean, Dortmund is a very good team. Make no mistake about it. There's a reason why Dortmund is tied on top of the league in Bundesliga with Bayern Munich, and they were currently they were on a 10-game winning streak before they came to the bridge. So I'm gonna go ahead and give both Enzo and Kova 8s. They're gonna both get 8 and 8 each. Our top three, we have Jao Felix, we have Raheem, we have Kai. Guys, I will go ahead. Felix did okay. He did all right. He played about 65 minutes and was pulled. He could have done better, but he for the time that he was on, he was fine. I'll go ahead and give I'll give Felix. I'll give Felix 7, and then Raheem. Raheem had that goal. Raheem almost tore that net into 3 pieces. He was, he just had to let out the, frustrations. He was having an otherwise, frustrating day until that goal. Raheem gets an 8 from me, and Kai, the big man Kai. The big man Kai, Chelsea fans, I don't know how, I mean, Kukurea, we love you, bro, but most Chelsea fans have voted Kai Havertz as our man of the match. Chelsea fans man of the match, Kai Havertz. He was just doing all of the heavyweight lifting up front, winning balls, chasing balls, holding up balls, linking players, getting in front. I mean, he was fouling guys. He was a consummate team player. Kai, Havertz, he is finally beginning to grow into that big, massive frame of his, and for that reason, obviously, he had the penalty that he had to take twice. But guys, at the end of the day, it don't matter if you took the penalty 3, 4, 5, 10 times. The only one that matters is the one that went in the net and was counted on the scoreboard at the end of the game. And so Kai Harris, with his one goal, with his work rate, all of the pressure in the wall on his frame, he stood tall, and he delivered. I'll give Kai Harris 9, and for that reason, Kai Harris is my man of the match. Guys, how do you all feel about that? Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Take care. God bless you all. Peace.